The technology that has brought about a several improvement in the business world. It is a concept that has brought a great automated solution in the business field, and the benefit of these technologies, and we can say those technological concepts that cannot be overemphasized. Those technological benefits, and it increases the productivity, the speed, agility, and the ease of sharing and storing those information, the data transfer, the data transmission, and all those above, that is, reduce the cost of your business and also reduce the human error through the automation. All these benefits that lead to the lower cost structures, and it's an increase in the revenue for the businesses. Fortunately, there are several technological concepts that one can implement in their businesses to reduce the cost, and that is some important features in the technological field. That is, number one is cloud computing adoptions. The cloud computing is the process of storing and accessing those data and the programs over the internet. And instead of your computer's hard drive, the cloud computing is a very efficient way to lower the business cost. The cloud computing reduces those staffing cost, and the staffing cost is an organization is usually the highest. That is because the IT personnel are expensive. With this cloud computing concept and those infrastructure in the cloud platform has created the less demand for those IT personnel, and that's the server and the other hardware of the provider that needs to upgrade or repairs. It is their sole responsibility to do, and this remove the cost of repairing and upgrading the servers and the hardware infrastructure. There is a reduction in the hardware cost that using those cloud computing model, and instead of purchasing their own equipment, they can be a very expensive. The provider that takes care of that, the cloud computing removes the issue of hardware cost, helping your business to grow quickly, easily, and in an efficient. And as we all know that the concept of cloud computing, or the working principle of the cloud computing, that works on a pay as you go, the pricing model, and this saves the company for those paying the software that is not used. And you can choose to cancel your subscriptions, your servicing anytime you want. That lessen the financial risk of the software that does not work or fit your business model, your business needs, the requirement. Anytime, immediately you can opt out from these subscription facilities. That's the application that the cloud computing model for a business entity, for the business world, will provide you. And it's a price as you go model. And the Google Drive, Apple iCloud, Amazon Cloud Drive, Dropbox, many other important, OneDrive for the Microsoft, all these are the cloud computing providers that helps to grow your business, to maintain your business, and also reduce the cost, that create the cost effectiveness. And the customer relationship management software, the second part, that is the software that has a different applications to help the businesses to manage the client and the contact, the customer data, the marketing, the contract, sales, employees, knowledge and training, the business informations. It is generally used to manage a business customer relationship, and it can be used by the business of any size, any scale, that is suitable for any scale of business entities, that can able to manage the business customer relationship. And the CRM software that can help your business to eliminate those misplaced data, the informations, or some recorded document, and then you see those relationship system, management system, that help your business by showing all the lost invoices that need to be chased, It will also help to do away with many unwanted software programs. The business to business integration, that is not a new technological concept, it has been in existence since 1960. It is the integration, automations and optimization of the key business processes that go beyond the four walls of the company. That a good example is that the customers electronically, instead of through the mails, they makes it easy for the company to process the order information quickly and with the accuracy. It becomes easy for a company to process those information quickly and with accuracy. And that integration in business to business model that also connect those suppliers externally, and these electronically features that makes those easy to access, operated the global document, automate those warehouse or the large storehouse or distribution center, and that can reduce the overhead cost and eliminate those human handling, sorting and circulation of mails, document preparations and data entry. When you implement those business to business integration, that reduce the cost you spend on paper, envelope or mailing material, telephone or courier service to distribute those paper documents, those paperwork, those services, those distribution of material, envelope, everything that is working on paper, pen and paper mode is reduces for using those technology. That's the boon of technology, advantage of technologies and those e-services that is generated now. And there are several business to business integration that solutions on the internet. You need to ensure that the solution you choose has those electronic data exchange and those business process management. There's activity monitoring for the businesses and global partner that enable and those management features. The IT-led business model and those infrastructure that is driven by IT infrastructure that accelerate the performances. And not only it accelerates the performance, also it reduces the cost. It is a cost effective measure and it also improves its performances. That is the advantage of IT and the technology that is incorporated or integrated in the businesses. The important aspect of business technology integration that the recent time has faced during this pandemic, and this pandemic has forced to run those businesses using those webinar and video conferencing tools, accessing those applications, and it has the capability instead of during this pandemic recently happened, and that's have the capability to attract more audience and customer to your business during this tough time, during this lockdown period. All the business entities have shifted to the virtual meeting, the virtual conference, and that's the advantage that the webinars and the video conferencing, and you can connect with wider audience and raise those awareness, those knowledge sharing, knowledge transfer, or any discussion, any information sharing can be possible for your product, for your services, for your application that the business is dealing with. And instead of organizing a physical event, paying for a venue and the logistic that goes with it, the webinar can take place right there in your office with the right tools. And that are the way you thinking to save your cost for your business and the cloud computing instead of the servers and the other equipment on your offices. The customer relationship management, the software that will help to do away with unwanted software programs and business to business integration that reduce those overhead cost. Teleconferencing help to manage the business cost and to attract the potential customers without spending so much money. So that's the way the technology and the advantage of technology and incorporated or integrated in the business model, that reducing many varieties of cost saving options that can ultimately end with a higher profit margin for your businesses. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.